Remember I bought a new tool? This thing. This is the most convenient thing I've ever bought. I use it almost every day, a dozen times every day. Hello America, how we doing this afternoon? It is late Sunday afternoon and I ain't got hardly anything done on the van. I got a few things done. I did a video last Wednesday and you guys saw it Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday I worked on the van. I got a few things done. I'll get to that in a minute. Showed a picture of the van, the mower, because I've been mowing all day. Today's Sunday and I just got done mowing the whole yard. I got 15 acres out here, and of the 15 I've got 4 of them blocked off, kind of the yard area. Okay, and I let the cattle run all 15 acres here. About a month or month and a half ago, remember, it had the snow and the cattle were all sitting out here in the snow and everything. I had opened the gate. He had the gate closed and I couldn't figure out why. So I opened the gate, let the cattle come in here and roam around a little bit. And I left, come back a few days later and the gate was closed again. So a few days later I saw him. I said, why'd you close the gate? And he goes, well, they're busting the fence down. Right on the other side of my shop, they've got he's got all of his hay, his big bales of hay are sitting over there just fairly close to the fence. And if the cattle are in here, they get in there and they stick their head through the fence and they end up breaking the fence down. So he's tired of fixing fences and everything. So there's not enough grass here anyway in the winter time. So he just closed the gate. That way they can't get in there and bust his fence. So, all right, good enough. That's why the cattle haven't been in here all winter long. And last fall, he pulled them out of there about the time he was getting ready to start putting hay out, and the grass grew a little bit longer and it got about 1.5 feet tall. And it just grows up, gets that tall, and then winter hits and it dies. Well, he had about 1.5 feet of really dry, crappy grass that was blocking all the sun for the new fresh grass coming up. So that's all I did all day today. Mowed all day long today. And I'm itchy. Lots of grass down my neck and everything. But anyway, got the whole place all mowed up. It looks real nice. So that's what I've been doing today. I grab my blower and I blow the mower off. So anyway, I come in here and I can show you what I was going to do with the van, or what I did with the van. All right, so since I got, all right, here you go, good example. See how easy that is? If you got it in your hand, I mean, if it's right there, you use it. Tools are only as good as they are convenient. Does that make sense? If they're convenient, you'll use them. If you put them away in a box, you're probably not going to use them that much. So anyway, this thing, I love this thing because of that. So, and we'll set this over here. Boom. All right. Now, what have I done to the van? Inside, let me open the door and turn them back lights on. So I don't have any dome lights on right now because all that's unhooked. These lights, everything's unhooked right now. All right, I did get the floor in. I put the MDF, the MDF with polyurethane. I put that all the way in here. On top of that, I put this finished, finished floor, okay? It's Lifestyles, or no, Traffic Master. Traffic Master, it's kind of like Pergo flooring, but Traffic Master makes it. And I put that all in here, and the floor is done, okay? Now, the next thing to do is put the cabinets, counters, you know, the cabinets back in. Before I put the cabinets back in, one of the reasons I had to take the cabinets out is because the doors. I had to insulate the doors. So I got this one done. Ta-da! Boom, there it is. Down at the bottom, they've got this plastic from Ford. It's like a corrugated plastic, okay? It's the same kind of plastic they use to make like yard sale signs, election signs, all that kind of stuff. It's a corrugated plastic. And it's cut out from the factory, and it's shaped just right, okay? I pulled that off. On the inside, there's a membrane, a plastic. Let me turn you around this way for better lighting. On the inside, there's a plastic membrane, you know, thin plastic, see-through plastic film. And it's for vapor barrier, okay? So I pulled that off, and I stuck this right back. Oh, I can't reach it. Right here. This rock wool insulation, you know, fluffy insulation. I put that in the bottom part. And on the top part, I put this stuff. It's Owens Corning. Switch hands here. Owens Corning It's 1 inch thick. I think is it polyiso or polystyrene? I can never keep the two straight. But anyway, 1 inch thick insulation. I put it 2 layers in here. So I got 2 inches of foam insulation in the upper part. And I put, it's not Formica, it's that hardboard. It's the same thing like pegboard. I keep forgetting the name of this stuff. Anyway, that hardboard, same thing I used for some of this other stuff. Put that hardboard on there, and then on top of that I put this plastic or fiberglass reinforced plastic, and that's the backsplash. Now if you remember, there's over here is the same stuff. So this countertop is going to have a waterproof backsplash. Okay, so if I'm cooking and something splashes up, I can just wipe it off real easy. Okay, on the other side, this is the passenger door here. Oh, hard on my knees here. All right, the other side, this one I put vinyl on. Okay, same plastic down the bottom. Okay, and I just wrapped it. I put foam, you know, put that padding, that foam padding on here, and then wrapped it with aluminum or aluminum foil. I wrapped it with vinyl, and on the top I did the same thing. Same rock wall insulation on the bottom, and the same Owens Corning, that pink foam insulation on the top. 2 inches of that. So 2 inches of pink foam up here, and about 4 inches of rock wool on the bottom. All right, so the doors are completely done. The floor is done. Time to start putting cabinets back in, I believe. So one of the things I've been waiting on though is right over here behind the driver's seat. Okay, when I put the countertop in, it comes up to within a couple inches of the headrest up here, and then it goes down. Well, because the seat is angled, there's about a foot of dead air or dead floor space back here. And I thought that'd be a really good place to put a diesel fire heater. Okay, and you can buy them from Webasto or S-Bar heaters. I think they're made in Germany, and they're like $1,000, maybe $1,200. They're very expensive. I've seen those a lot in the trucking industry. They put them in for, you know, in trucks and everything. While I was out there in Arizona, I ran into a couple guys that had the cheap Chinese ones, so 150 bucks, 180, 120, 140, 150 bucks. There's different ones, and they're the cheap knockoffs from China. And I says, I asked them, do you have any troubles with them? And they, nope, have no troubles at all. And the nice thing about them, think about what I'm saying here. The nice thing about them is if they break, you just throw them away and put a new one in. Well, does that mean they're going to break? And he was, I've had it in here for a few years now, no problems with it. So, okay, well, and he says, well, if you buy one of the expensive ones, one of the S-Bars, you got 1,200 bucks in the thing and it breaks, you're going to spend 100, 200 bucks fixing the thing. With the cheap Chinese ones, just take it out, throw it away, and put a brand new one in. Okay, with that kind of sense, you know, throwaway mentality, a throwaway culture, I guess you'd call it. So, so anyway, what else we got here? Oh, my tree. I got to tell you about my tree. I got me firewood. Look at all that firewood I got. All right, all this firewood and all those twigs down there. See right down there, the fire pit? I got a tree over here. Let me see if I can see on the screen here. It's that one right there, okay? It's actually about the tallest tree on the property, and it's an old tree, and it was kind of rotten on the inside, I guess. And back in October, we had a big storm came through. I was up in Kansas doing harvest, and a storm came through here and it broke about half of the tree, kind of split in half, and half of it fell on the ground. And it had been laying there, and I just figured, well, one of these days I'll get out there with the chainsaw and cut it up. So Saturday, I got Junior out here, and we went to chopping on that thing and brought all these twigs and, you know, the finer stuff, anything this small, this big, or smaller, okay? And we're gonna burn all this on a day. I'd like to burn it right now, but that will burn for many hours, and I don't want to be out here that late. Today was a little too windy to burn it, so I'm going to wait till it's a real calm day or it's a rainy day, and I'll come out and burn all this stuff and get rid of all those twigs. So then what's left is all this real good firewood over here. Okay, so that is the firewood for next winter, for next January. All right, we'll be bringing a lot of that out to Arizona, I think. So anyway, there's all that. So that's what I did all day yesterday, and I mowed all day today. Friday, what did I do Friday? I run around town. I run errands on Friday, I think. So the only thing I really did was Wednesday and Thursday. I made that last video on Wednesday. I put it out on Thursday. And what was it? Let me turn the light on here. Maybe give you a little bit more lighting. It's getting late in the day again. So anyway, I got, there we got light. All right. So anyway, Wednesday and Thursday I worked on the van. So what you saw was on Wednesday morning. So I did some work on Thursday, Wednesday. What am I talking about? Anyway, I worked on the van a couple days this week. I'm wearing you out, I know. Worked on the van a couple days this week, and worked on the shop and the property for a couple days. So it's not all about the van. We do have other things to do. So I got a bunch of here. Here you go. Here it is again. If it's handy, you use it. If it's handy, you use it. So why am I cleaning the countertop off? Because I got to open a box. And if you remember right, when I was out in Arizona, the guy gave me a solar generator and a solar panel. He says, review this and you can keep it. Oh, okay, cool. This is not the review though. I'm just going to open it up. So what we have here is a Rock Pals portable power station. I think it's a 280, 300. It's a 300. Okay, and there she is. Okay, we're going to open that. And I got some solar panels here. See, what was it? 60 watt PR60. Okay, 60 watt solar panels. Okay, they work in tandem together. Okay, now I'm sure everybody kind of has a good idea what a solar generator is. Basically, a solar generator is nothing more than a battery. But it's more than a battery. Did I say nothing more than a battery? But there's more to it than a battery. Okay. What you got is a box that has a bunch of lithium batteries in it. There we go. And along with a battery, if you just set a battery up here, what can you do with it? You plug some terminals onto it and that's it. This has all the ports and everything. It's got a 110. It's got a what do you call it? A 12 volt cigarette adapter. It's got some USBs on it. It's got a screen. On the inside, it's got a little inverter. Okay, so you've got. Hold on, be right back. What it's got, it's a battery, but it has this thing in it too, a little inverter, okay? This is a little 300 watt power inverter. One of these is in there, okay? This, you plug in your cigarette lighter and you got AC power. Yeah, things to like run your laptop on and stuff. Okay, so one of those is in here. And you got all the ports. So it's basically a battery with all the accessories built into one. So that's kind of a simple way to say. It's not a generator. What it is, it's electrical storage device with handy ports, okay? And instead of putting gasoline into a generator and running it, you just hook it up to a solar panel. The solar panel will charge that generator battery. It'll charge that up, and in the evening, you've got power in your van, in your tent, and your just wherever, in the back seat of the car. When the kids want to watch a DVD and there's nothing to plug a DVD into, they can have a DVD player, plug it into this, and let it run. You get the idea. So I'm going to do a review on that. So that's the charge controller. Let's open this thing up, see what this looks like. I've seen them before. All it is a solar panel that's built into like a carrying case. There it is, a little carrying case. And you open it up, Velcro, boom, boom. And you got three panels. You got 20, 40, and 60 watts of solar. And you got some props back here. Yeah, got it upside down. There we go. You got some props in the back. And boom, you can aim it toward the sun. Okay, so I'm going to do a review on this. Never done a review before, so I'm kind of out of my depth on that. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'm going to try it, see what happens. And if it works out good, then maybe I'll do a few more reviews. People send me stuff. I don't know. But I'm not going to turn this into a review channel, I don't believe. I don't have any desire to do that. But occasionally, something like this comes along, I'll show it to you and check it all out. Now, because they gave this to me, they said, if you do a review on it, you just keep it. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Well, does that mean I have to give them a glowing review? Hey, this thing's the best thing in the world. This is the best thing since sliced peaches. No, if it's a piece of junk, I'll let you know. We'll see how it works. I haven't charged it. I just pulled it out of the box. So I'm gonna take it home. I'm gonna read up on the paperwork and everything, and see. I'll bring it out to the shop and I'll plug things into it and see what will work and what won't. Little things like charging these batteries, you know, the rechargeable batteries. I can probably put the charger on that, plug that in. You know, that'll probably work. Will my table saw work on it? Definitely not. I know that that table saw takes a lot of juice. But other things, I mean, a little sander, you know, my grinder, my drill press, things like that. I'll see what will work, how much it will power, okay? And we'll go from there. And so with that, you caught up on what I've done this week, this second half of this week. And yeah, I think that's about it. Did a little bit of work on the van, a little work around the shop here. And I think tomorrow hopefully I'll get that heater in today, and tomorrow I'll come out and I'll start working on putting that heater in, okay, installing it. Gotta drill holes in the floor, things like this. So, all right, with that, I guess I'm out of here. I'll pack this stuff back up and head home. So, y'all be good, take care, and ciao. Hey, guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to say thank you for all the Patreon people. I've got, I don't know, 9 or 10 people signed up with Patreon. Thank you, appreciate it. It's nice little pat on the back. I appreciate it. If you're so inclined, right down at the bottom of this video, there's a Patreon link. There's a Buy Me a Cup of Coffee link if you don't like Patreon. I appreciate it. I have one person over on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and I think 9 or 10 over on Patreon so far. And that's just mentioned it one time on a video. So, hey, you know, am I e-begging? I saw several comments about that. Oh, he's nothing but an e-beggar now. I don't know how to respond to that. I know how I want to respond to that. I don't know what I should say. But no, it's just, look at it like a bartender putting a tip jar out on the counter, you know, as simple as that. If you want to support through Patreon, by all means do. If you don't, then don't. I mean, it's just a way that people can pat me on the back, say, hey, you're doing a good job. Okay, that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. If you are a Patreon, if you are signed up with a Patreon, help me out a little bit. I don't know what to do with the Patreon as far bonus material, I guess. What do you want to see on the Patreon channel that you don't see on the regular channel? You want like behind the scenes kind of stuff, or I think I put one thing on there so far, which is a picture of my old truck, my very first truck I ever drove. And it's a picture of me when I was 22 years old, first truck I ever drove, first over-the-road truck anyway. And so just stuff like that. I don't know. Just give me ideas what you'd like me to do. So with that, long enough video. So we'll holler at you later. So take care. Bye.